I told you I was short on my Friday favorites, but I actually have one that I'm dying to show you because after I got the blower for my deck in that brand, I got the trimmer. Yeah. And let me tell you, it is right here. No, I'm not going to look at this thing. A guard thing is on it. I was actually thinking about like pressing the thing. Yeah, right. But this is so great because you don't have a cord on it. And so you can like clean up right around your front door and like trim your bushes and stuff. And like you don't need the cord and all that. You just zip, zip, zip. Great little landscaping thing. I thought it would be great too for my realtor friends who also brought up that they like using the blower too when they're doing like open houses and stuff. I like it just as a homeowner. I think it's great. So let's get into this because each week I come to you with, this is my favorite thing. I love this week. I usually try and keep it really current, what I've liked that week. And I was a little short on them this week. I was thinking that my chair from Uri was going to be done. Sounds like it's going to be done next week. So I'm like, somebody said, I'd like to hear what you don't like. I'd like to hear what's kind of out so you can help me with my house. So I put together a few things that not really my favorite. So let's start. Number one is something that you don't have to buy or get rid of. It is messy. Just messes in general. And it's very quick to be able to say, it's very quick, it's very easy to say, well, I have a big family and, you know, kids all over the place or toddlers rip everything apart and everything. Yeah, you know, we get it. You know, a lot of people have had kids and grandkids and people all around. But at the end of the day, just take a few minutes and clean up. Not even so much for your house, but for your mental health. It just helps to walk into a place when it's kind of picked up. That's it. It only takes a few minutes. And anybody who says, I don't have the time for that, I will come to your house and knock on your door and I'll say, you don't have the time for that. You don't. You're watching me on a stupid little video on Facebook, you got time for it. And the amount of time my videos take, you be picked up. So I feel strongly about that one because that is the utmost thing about loving where you live. It's just being picked up. And a lot of times it just means like having less stuff. That's why I say edit all the time. That's why I say get rid of stuff. So many times we just have too much stuff. And so it's hard to pick up because things just look messy. That's number one. I won't come as harsh with anything else too because there's a difference between messy and dirty. I also like clean too. Clean your counters, and I mean clean, like deep cleaning, let it last for a little while and then just clean again in a couple weeks. But clean and neat makes you feel like you like your home a little better. So I say that with love from my heart. Okay, now I'll get a little more shallow than that. All right, one of my things is using one style. You know, let's say you like a certain style. Let's say it could be mid-century modern. Let's say it could be the Chip and Joanna style. Let's say, I could name just a bunch. But if it's just one thing, in other words, you know, you have shiplap and you have reclaimed wood and you have these things that are just scream one thing, it's kind of boring. Go ahead and feel free to mix it up. If one thing is just all mid-century modern, it just reads as kind of like model homey thing. Like sets, because I'm about to say this about sets. Like, I'm not a big fan of sets. For example, a bedroom suite, which they call up north. Down here they call suite. I think that's interesting. Suite, suite, I don't know. Tell me which one is right. I do not know. But I bought the bed, so I bought the nightstands, and I bought the dresser, and then I bought the tall dresser too, because that's what we need in our bedroom. Not necessarily. I would say use your money and make a closet system. That way it's just kind of like, buy the bed, I'm fine with that, and then use some interesting tables. Or hire me to like change up the tables or something. Another thing. One more is, I was at a dentist thing yesterday, and I'm standing in this office, a place where I had to get like an x-ray or something, and it reminded me of a home that I wouldn't like. The office itself is nice, but in this room, big, fake, shiny leaf, like almost heart-shaped plants. The kind that are so light, you could literally pick them up and like throw them over your shoulder, because you're like, whoa, that's really light. if that kind of plant went into a bonfire, it would just go poof, and it would be, you know, that's what I'm saying. It just, they look a little early 90s, maybe late 80s. That stuff's just gotta go. Those big ficus trees, I used to have one. But after a while, they just look kind of fake. They just, and crumbly. You know, I've mentioned that before. Plant shelves that are full of just that junky stuff. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. It's over. It's over and it's time. You'll live plain for a little while. Plain is good. Plain is good. Don't worry about it. Just get rid of that stuff. The next thing is too much decorating with words. I know you can probably see them. I think I have some words here and there, you know, just because they're a sub. There's actual authentic sign from a, I don't know, cottage place or something. But these words that you buy in the store, think Kirkland's, right there, I just said something. And these words that are all over the place, as you like do a collage with letters and, you know, words, and it can start to look TGI Fridays. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not dying to go into TGI Fridays. It's that kind of thing. There's kind of like a date on it to me, a little bit. I have no problem with using a few pieces here and there, but sometimes we overdo it with the letter stuff. We overdo that. You know, the letters above the crib. It's just, we've already seen it. Isn't it kind of done? Again, you asked me to say this, so I am. All right. And hugely huge is one of my least favorites is sitting in a room, so hanging out. So this is the experience one, hanging out, and there's a big ball like light fixture above your head, like somebody's on a fan, and that's what's lighting the room. That kind of overhead lighting is just, it's kind of jarring. Sure, it lights up the room. You know, you go and light, you flip on the switch and it lights up the room, but there is no ambient or no kind of nice lighting to make you hang out longer. And that's bothersome. And that's just liking okay where you live. I want you to love where you live. Use lamps, use stuff like lower that, you know, light you, you will look better. There is my, when a light is over your head, it's like shadowing and just emphasizing gravity. You see what I'm getting at? That's why sitting in front of a campfire, it lights you nicely. Just saying. All right, so, and I would say my very last one, because I wasn't going to do a beauty product today, it's just, it's kind of overdoing anything. So like in your house, some things are just too decorated. And that's kind of what I mean about that model home look. Some things are just too decorated or maybe too perfect in a way that you kind of feel stiff in that area, not just like flop down and want to hang out and it's a really warm place to be, but everything in their place. And I'm not saying even expensive. I'm saying even the Ashley furniture store stuff and the rooms to go, you know, and you buy these pieces and they all have their little place. Not that inviting. Think out of the box a little bit and think how you want to pull things in and change it up. I hope that wasn't too harsh. I hope it's helpful to moving you into loving your home. Because when you put those pieces in and you like it better and it's picked up, girls, guys, take the moment to just pick up. And don't blame your kids. These plaques, this is the last thing I was thinking. These plaques that say, and this cracks me up, and hey, if you have one, you know, I apologize. But maybe my wall's not for you. I don't know. But the plaques that say like, you know, pardon the mess, we're busy making memories. You know, it's just like telling you, sorry my place looks, you know, like a pigsty, because I'm just so into my kids, I can't even, you know, actually do your kids a favor and just clean up a little bit. You'll be so much happier in the morning when everyone rushes to get their backpacks and you know where things are. Been there, done that. I know, but it also clears your mind. It helps you be a nicer person. I hope this helped today. Happy Friday. We'll get back to all the positive ones, and I hope I did it with enough humor and with enough tips to get you on that right path. Have a fantastic weekend.